We must say hi to Rich Voss, who has entered the studio.
What's happening?
Looking very, very cold. What is wrong with you?
It's brutal. It really is. And you know what? People work outside in this weather.
Yeah, I know.
Like there's people right now that have to get up and go outside.
Actually have to be out there.
And do this crap. I mean, is that incentive enough to go back to school or do something,
Kill yourself.
Who would do this? Work out there. It's 1.5 blocks walk over here. I even had to put my cigarette out. I said, I can't smoke it.
That proves that it's really cold if you're not
Can't
smoking.
smoke.
Yeah.
But he's wearing, he's got like a windbreaker.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I didn't know. First of all,
You didn't know it was going to be cold out?
No, I know it's going to be cold. Listen, I got a car. I travel in a car. I don't like to put a big bulky thing on and get in my car and everything.
Yeah, but you get in a freezing cold car. That car is not
true.
nice and heated
Yep.
when you get in it. I mean, it looks like your
it's-
face is frozen. You don't have gloves. You don't have a hat. He goes,
The snot's coming
I know.
down now.
yeah. He goes, I don't have a hat, but I have earmuffs.
I do. I put earmuffs and I finger myself as I walk down the street to keep my hands warm. I have gloves.
Dude.
Luckily the earmuffs were in the car. I got another coat at
Is
home.
one of the muffs really stinky? Because it's like rubbing on that ear of yours?
It's melted, the bottom part of it.
One stinky muff.
I have ski socks on. Anthony and I were just discussing. I wear long johns until April now.
Yeah, you
Really?
got
Every day, long johns.
You had about the same distance walk that I have when I come here. You were over at the hotel.
Yeah.
I was at the garage. And there's one leg of the journey, I was saying earlier, where the wind is coming right at you.
In your face.
Yeah, you got to dress better than... I wear that in June. What he's wearing there, I'll wear on a June evening if it's a little chilly.
Yeah, but it's a
You're wearing
designer
that,
coat.
It's 5
It's still-
degrees
Who
out.
cares if it's a designer coat?
Designed to make you freeze.
I know.
Designer
That
coat.
is
Who
awful.
cares?
I have another coat at home, which I'm going to put.
What are you going to break out when it's 10 below? I mean, when do you break out the other coat?
Oh, when it gets really cold out.
Yeah.
When they send me to the Russian front, then
Yeah. I'm at the Chuckles in Alaska.
my teeth, and when it's cold when your teeth are cold, and my teeth were, and
Oh.
these aren't the smallest teeth.
Right,
so
right.
You could feel
It
it
has
in
to
your
be cold
teeth.
if your fake teeth are cold.
I know, when
Okay. Jesus.
When I flew, I was in, when they had this dumb storm over the weekend where everybody panics like they haven't seen snow. I flew home from Lansing, Michigan, which was brutal out there. 17 hours. 17 hours to get home from Michigan on Sunday.
You had the layover in the airport?
In Detroit. So I went and got a hotel room in some, crack hotel, which kind of sort of bringing up bad memories, of course, now. But at least I have money in my pocket because I just did a gig. And I'm not dropping it. And then you get back to here, to Newark, and I had to wait for a cab. 45 minutes outside standing on the cab line. It was, when you look for the guy, when the guys that you get off a plane, you have a ride, and they go, hey, you need a car, and you can get away from me. I should call
Yeah.
I should tell the cops that you're here doing this illegally,
Yep.
now I'm looking for one. I'm sniffing one out because they're all foreigners.
Nowhere to be found.
We've talked about those guys in the past. The best is they have, is it Logan Airport?
Yeah.
Or is it whatever?
I think all the major airports have
Have it now?
Yep.
They have the big signs that say, don't accept a ride from these guys, and they have a picture of two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Smiling at you, going, hey, need
need
a ride?
and they got the little ride hat on, and they're usually a little foreign and stuff.
Yeah.
And standing right next to those signs are guys that look exactly like the guys in the picture
Asking
asking
if you need
for
a
a ride.
Yeah, they're trying to make a few bucks. They're not sanctioned by the city or anything, so they don't want you getting in there because, they could be anybody. It could be people that want to rob you.
Yeah, but see, that's not the case. They just want the business.
They want the money.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
these guys, sure, it's a little shady, but they just want to make a living. That's it. Then it's not like they're serial killers hanging out at LaGuardia Airport.
Yeah.
It
It is weird, though, because sometimes, I remember once I got bamboozled. I like taking sanctioned transportation. I don't want to get into a vehicle with someone I have no idea who they are, what they're doing, they're not licensed, insured, stuff like that. And they'll come right up to you and go, taxi, sir, taxi, sir. And you're like, yeah, you're looking for a taxi. They grab your bags, and they start walking, and they walk right past the taxi stand, and they're like, okay, follow me. And you're way in the back in the parking lot. There's some cars, some shady people smoking pot. You're like, wait a minute. No, this isn't a cab, you bastard. You bamboozled me. And then he's got your bags. So you feel like you can't say, hey, sir, I don't want to ride with you because, he'll do a feet don't fail me now and take off.
right.
So you're kind of stuck, and you wind up getting in the car with these people.
And then they're driving, and you're like, this isn't the way to my home.
Hey,
Shut up.
I just have to make a stop, okay? I'll be right back out.
No, I wanted to go home, and this guy's picking up a kilo to put under my seat, you know? Bastard. And it's Rich Vaughn.
I told you the time I thought I was going to die in Nassau, right? The Bahamas? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We went to this restaurant, and then we were going back to the hotel. We left the resort, which is just stupid.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Never
stupid.
leave the compound.
When you're in the Bahamas in that area. Dumb. And we get a cab. I think I told the story on the air. And they're so laid back and slow down there that we jump in this cab, and all of a sudden, I'm thinking to myself, this isn't the way back to the hotel. What is... Oh. And then you start thinking, oh, my God. Was this a legal cab?
Mister,
right.
This isn't the way home.
Dude, barely speaks English, got the dreads, the Jamaican music is cranking, and then, like, the president of the Bahamas is having some kind of press conference.
He always is. Every time I go down there and I'm in a cab, they're listening to some president give an address.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I mean, the roads start getting darker and darker, and it's kind of industrial.
Now, do you mean, what do you mean darker? I mean a few things.
There's not many street lights out, Anthony.
And what was the driver smoking a big blunt? He's going, it's all good, man.
No, he was kind of a weird dude, you know. And then I'll get to that part. So then we're in like an industrial section. We pull into a parking lot, and all of a sudden the guy just gets out.
Oh, great!
Oh my! Is he getting one of his accomplices to rob us? And
come out there, rob you.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, we're just sitting there like, what are you going to do? It's not like I could get out and run for it, because I don't know where the hell I am.
You are, and you're in a bad neighborhood.
And then I'm kind of taking a peek, and he's just, ha, 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 yeah, man. He's having a conversation with his buddy.
Oh, my God.
And then they light up a spleef, and they're smoking, and I'm just sitting there patiently waiting. You know, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do, complain?
And then I realize I'm probably going to be okay, that he just needed to socialize with this guy. Maybe make a drug deal.
Ride.
Oh, I know. I'm watching the meter just kind of tick, tick, just slightly. Nothing too drastic.
What a set of balls.
It probably cost me an extra $5, $10. No big deal, you know, but I'm watching it tick because there's nothing else to watch. And then 15, 20 minutes go by, and the guy comes back into the cab and drives us back to the resort.
You didn't ask him, like, hey,
no,
who was that?
Then I was asking people,
what was that about?
I was asking people, like, back at the resort, and they're like, that's how it is down here. People, it's not like New York where everyone's in a hurry. You know, they go about their business. Oh, yeah, they're working, sort of, but, you know, he knew he was passing his buddy, you know, between the restaurant and the resort, and it's like, oh, good opportunity to stop by and socialize a little bit and have a little pot.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's when you're scared that the country's going to be overthrown or something.
Well, right, you know, yeah, the president's on there.
You're making a speech. They're ripping across the casino, throwing the slot machines out.
You're hearing gunfire in the background of the president's speech on the radio. What the hell? And you hear it outside the car. What the hell? I love the death ride from the airport to the resort. You know, they got these beautiful resorts down there. You go there, everything you could possibly want or need. And you get the death ride on the way there. It's some nut in a van doing 800 miles an hour down some windy road.
On the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
Or you think it's the wrong side of the road until you realize, oh, wait, we're in, like, England or something.
Yeah.
It's like a province of what? Oh, okay, we're allowed to. Okay, good.
Frightening.
But at first you have no idea. You think the guy's just high on some kind of freaking, you know, rum or something.
That's what I'm taking my kids. Is that where's the Atlantis? Is that the Bahamas?
Atlantis is Bahamas.
See, before they built that, when you went down there, there wasn't something nice. That's like a compound. You go there and you're completely.
You don't leave it.
You don't leave it.
Yeah. No. You want to feel like you're down there, but you're still in Connecticut.
That was still being built. Very good. That was still being built, but there was some nice restaurants in that area. That's why I went over there.
I took when I was married. I swear, I took my wife to Aruba. We went to Aruba, which is probably one of the most expensive places you'll ever go. I'm serious. We were in some hotel there, La Cabana, and there was a little store downstairs. And we walked downstairs to get even just like a loaf of bread. You know, now we're making sandwiches in the room. We're at that point. You know, I lost money in the casino, of
course you did.
And so it was $7. So it was, you know, very. And we get home, and the day we get home, or the day after, she goes, "I want a divorce." Bitch, you couldn't have told me that before I took you to Aruba. Okay.
Yeah, how much did you drop on
I dropped all kinds of money. Well, I might as well get one more vacation out of this zero and move on. I swear to God.
Oh. Well, poor bastard.
That's the last
Atlantis
place.
is great. You're going down there? Or
yeah.
You're sending your kids?
No, I'm taking them. I booked a gig, and I book stuff for vacations.
Is that what you do? You book a gig, you get paid, and you're on vacation. Are you performing at Atlantis or
Yeah.
there?
At the Atlantis.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, on my honeymoon, I booked a gig. I told you that.
The place is beautiful.
That's what I hear. I hear it's really nice. There's
nice casino.
Yeah,
nice.
I don't care about that. No.
Oh, that's right. Poor addicts, man.
There's golf courses and stuff.
Yeah.
So I let my kids take turns of carrying my bag to clubs. Hey, little one, it's a par 3. You carry it on the par 3. She's the little one. The big one, par 5s.
You gotta watch the guys on the beach though.
With
your daughters. I don't know. I've seen some pictures now. They're getting a little older and stuff, and you get these guys with the dreads coming up.
But they know right away.
Jet ski, man.
They know right away.
They do?
Yeah.
How?
What do you? We have a rule. We have a rule.
What?
No colors.
No.
Holy ass! What is wrong with you?
That's a rule. We agreed. We sat and talked.
Goodness.
I showed them, pictures, like when you were a kid, and they they try to keep you off drugs, and they showed you. I just show them stuff.
You had a presentation?
Yeah, clips, slides, courtroom trials, and
you're an awful racist.
You really are the worst.
I hope your daughter brings Patrice home.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen. She doesn't live up in a tree.
What is wrong with you?
No, Patrice
is coming in at 8:30.
Petting your daughter's belly saying, "Como."
Oh, God.
He's bringing in his sex toys later.
Yeah.
So
they're disinfected.
All right, we got to catch up a little bit, so we're going to take another break really quick, though. Mm-hmm. And then we should talk about some of the stuff happening in the news today. Just a sick story, man. Some actress was blown away last night.
Oh, good old New York City.
It's the front page of the Post.
Gotta love the senseless murders.
Yeah, we'll talk about that and other things going on in the world, Anthony, the world.
Right.
Cab rides in Kenya. God, you want to go to break, but...
Kenya? Who would ever go to Kenya? Chris might take a cab.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Cab rides in Kenya, it says on the screen.
Yeah, I was I was over in Somalia for about 6 months, and what happened was I went on R&R for about. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
I love people. I love people that say that. We're actually good listeners.
Yeah, we're listening to you.
We know how to shut up. I get that in my I get that in my real life too. Like someone will start telling a story on the phone, and I'll just shut up because I listen. Not many people. Not many people listen in this world, so I'm listening, and that's what everyone always says because they're not used to.
Hello?
Are you still there? I'm listening to your story.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I was in Somalia for about 6 months, and I went on R&R to Kenya, and we were taking off from the airport to the resort. We were staying right there on the Indian Ocean, the place that got wiped out by the tsunami. And what happened was we get in a cab, and it's like these little cabs from London, like you see with the front one seat's facing forward, one seat's facing backward. And we'd already gotten drunk on the plane and everything, and we're flying from the airport and doing exactly like what you're talking about. We're doing about 90 miles an hour, and I'm facing backwards. And the whole time the dude's sitting there, offering to sell you dope and everything like that. And I'm like, shit, man.
Yeah.
But it was like, give me a window to puke out of here, man, because everything's flying by, and I'm looking backwards, and I'm like, oh, God, I'm going to puke, man. Please pull over, let me puke.
Just when you think our cab
That's
drivers...
That's about it, man. It was pretty fun.
Just when you think our cab drivers here are animals, just to go out of the country.
From Somalia to Kenya, that's going from like Newark to Camden. It's going for R&R. What kind of R&R is that?
Rape and robbery.
Run, run, cracker, run. R&R.
Yeah, well, these cabbies, when you go on vacation, they're jack of all trades. They're not cabbies. That's just one of many jobs.
The drug dealers.
They're also your pot dealer. Pimps, right? Whatever you want. And they also run the jet skis when you get to the beach.
Imagine if you got into a cab here in New York, because they are really regulated, these cabbies, and he starts offering to sell you drugs and stuff, or get you whores. The guy would be in it would be the cover of the Post the next day, and the guy would just be executed.
But that's business as usual in those little...
everywhere else you go.
Crappy resort towns.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to break. Jim Norton's not here today. Rich Voss filling in, doing a great job.
Hanging out.
Norton's in Albany this weekend, and where's that? We should plug it again. Comedy Works. in Albany if you're in the area. And as we go to break, we got Jim Norton's CD in studio again today. Yellow Discipline. You can get it off eatabullet.com. Yes, Anthony?
Carlos from Jersey saying, this guy's full of shit. He was never in Somalia. This story happened this week on The Amazing Race. Is that true? Are people calling up with Amazing Race stories and telling them as their own? Because that's really funny if that really is. Wouldn't that be funny to watch a show and you call up a radio show? Yeah, this happened, and it's exactly what happens on television.
Could be a new bit. Could be a new bit.
Well, if that's true, then he got us. What the hell?
Yeah, we'll believe anything.
That's funny.
I should also say that Rich Voss is playing Rascals this weekend. Which one? Oh, no, there used to be two. Now there's one, right?
Montclair or something. Montclair, not something. In Montclair.
Montclair Rascals, Rich Voss.
Norton calls me last night on his way to Albany. He goes, last time we went to Albany, how long does it take to get you? Like, all of a sudden, I'm fucking MapQuest? How long does it take to get you? I don't know. Call your mother. Leave me alone. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Hi, guys. Yeah, I'm living with a bunch of roommates, and one of them has AIDS, and he was all mad at me because I was taking my finger and eating the peanut butter out of it, and he got all pissed off at me, and he had AIDS.
Yeah, wow, that's a fascinating story.
Yeah, well, it's cool. I'm a bike messenger here in San Francisco. Yeah, and this guy's really stupid. He's got AIDS. Did I say he had AIDS? I hate him. Yeah, but I think they're going to kick me out of the house.
Really? That sounds tragic.
Very funny, but I think you're dating yourself a little
I
bit.
know. That's an old one.
When did that happen? In 1992?
I know, right? I don't watch reality shows anymore.
I hear
What the hell?
Who would do one? I saw that horrible movie the other night, and this has nothing to do with the Oscars, because that movie Open Water.
Where they were...
See, now that's one I want to see.
It's
I hear that it's really good. It's one of those movies people either love it or hate it.
It's based on a true story. They died at the end. Who told the story? Did like an arm float up on shore? You know?
Did they die in the end?
You didn't know that?
No.
Well, they're straight out.
No, it is based on a real
Great,
story.
thanks.
The shark ate him. It's the same.
Dude, it's a creepy story too, because we were talking about scuba diving, I think, earlier this week, and I've done some diving, and they didn't get a head count.
Right.
When everyone popped back up out of the water. They just took off, and there was 2 divers still down.
Well, they took a head count, but they did it wrong because one went in and then one went back out or something.
Right.
And,
Either
how
way,
they count.
Either way, they left them behind. And when you go to some of these resorts and go diving, it's not just offshore. Sometimes you're out there for a good hour on a boat.
Out there,
to
hit a
beer and
reef.
sangria, everyone's drinking.
And how would you know how to go which way to swim back in? You don't know how to swim.
You're not swimming back in from an hour boat ride out.
Oh no,
No
I guess
way.
not.
That is horrible.
See, what you do is you hope your partner gets eaten and you float on top of them. And it was really,
torso.
there was some good parts in the movie. Don't get me wrong. You're like that. I mean, it's it wasn't like some surfer boy getting back on without an arm. This was some scary,
Right.
All right. This girl's surfing, but she keeps going right.
But some people say that couple is still alive.
They're saying they're still alive?
Some people say.
They might have dramatized it for
Some
the
people
movie.
say they wanted to kind of just disappear, and fake their own deaths.
Oh, they're
Supposedly, some of the scuba gear was found on like one of the islands in the area, like a deserted island or something like that.
But how do you fake your death? If a boat leaves you, do you lay it out in the ocean?
Well, this was their.
This is the time.
This
to
was
fake
their.
our death?
This was their plan.
The
They're
couple
like,
was actually Tupac and Biggie.
Oh.
It was them that were diving, and they faked it.
It could have been their plan. You know what I mean? We're gonna, and then the people would assume, oh my God, they got eaten by a shark or something.
Ooh, that now there's the sequel.
There's been some suspicion about the story, is all I'm saying.
Ooh,
A lot of people say they're definitely dead, but then there was supposedly some scuba gear happened to be on this one island or something. They're wondering how it got there or whatever. Yeah.
Never heard that. Oh,
It's a creepy thing. We got to go back to the Kenya guy, because this guy. Oh, Chris.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're the one that called in about the Kenya cab ride, right?
Yeah.
And you swear that you're not lying.
it's not from
No, not trying
The
to get
Amazing
over.
Race.
Oh, all right. All right.
If anybody wants to verify it, I was with 362nd Engineering Company, Combat.
All right. Your phone's crapping out. Thank you.
Let's verify that.
I know, right? It's not
cab
We
ride.
care. If anyone wants to verify it, oh yes, let me see where that engineering company was back then.
All right, we should get into some news here today. This story is unbelievable. This actress, where's the post?
Gun down.
Yeah, beauty slain. Actress shot in Manhattan bar mugging. A brazen robber fired a single fatal shot into the chest of this stunning 28-year-old actress on a Lower East Side street early yesterday after she challenged him, saying, "What are you going to do, shoot us?
What?
Are you stupid?"
You know, you never want to put the blame on a victim. You know, she's dead now.
And it's tragic, obviously.
You know, but Jesus, you got to shut up when someone's pointing a gun at you.
Nicole and her boyfriend, they were celebrating her new job and had just left the trendy bar with her fiancé and another couple when they were confronted by 4 thugs, a gun-toting man accompanied by another man, and 2 women at 3:15 a.m. yesterday. And that part of Manhattan is still a little shady. There's some trendy bars down there and stuff, but...
That's where projects are down there, aren't they?
Yeah. It's a little shady down there still, and, yeah. So they're getting mugged, and this actress is like, "What are you going to do, shoot us?" And he goes, "All right, bam, bam, right in the chest."
You know what happens in New York here with the shady areas of the city? These wealthy, I guess they used to be called yuppies. You know,
Jews.
These young Jews,
Hipsters, Anthony.
these young hipsters,
Hipsters is a word
with
they like
some
to use
money,
a lot.
like to go down there, and these people build these bars and clubs in these awful neighborhoods because it's so trendy. Like, look, this is a great place. Oh, let me show you this place. No one really knows about it.
Right.
No one comes down here. It's so trendy, but I know about it. I'm so hip and cool, and they build these places in the middle of crap. And what winds up happening is it's the zebra out on the plains of the Serengeti. They leave these clubs and they're out in the middle of the wild for some lion to sink their teeth into the jugular. They see him limping gazelle coming out of the bar, and it's over.
Yeah, I mean...
It's like, look at her. She looks a little Martha Stewart's going to walk down the street.
Yeah.
And, people are walking up to her with gimmicks hanging out of their arm and syringes,
Yeah.
Normal people don't go to those places. And
No.
then when you're coming out of a bar, your walls are down anyhow because you already had a couple of drinks.
Had a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
Now you're like, hey, get out of here. What are you going to do, shoot me?
And the gun was in plain sight, and they're asking for money.
Well,
Just
the
give
gun,
the money.
Yeah,
the gun was being used to beat her fiance.
Yeah, he's got
about the face.
He's got a nice black eye and a bunch of stitches, it looks like.
So they beat him a little bit, shoot the fiance. She dies right there in the street. These animals.
She was an actress or an aspiring actress?
Wow.
I think she had done something. Some kind of
There's
like
more to the
stage
story.
work.
The actress's boyfriend there, or fiance, he saw the mugger, but he didn't see the gun. So he didn't take this guy seriously, so he tried to push past him.
Uh-oh.
At that point, using both hands, he hit me in the face with the gun, Sparks said. Sparks?
Sparks.
Is
that his name?
Sparks.
No relation there, Ben?
Jeffrey Sparks. The grieving fiance said he and his friend Scott
Did he herky and jerky, and maybe the guy thought he was going for a gun?
started walking away thinking the trouble would pass, but as they did, the man tried to grab the purse of this actress, and that's when that's when the boyfriend said, "What are you trying to do?"
No, she said it.
Oh, well, they got it. Okay, you're right. Yeah. And she said, "What are you going to do? Shoot us?"
But he got. Didn't he get hit by the? Didn't they hit him over the head with the gun or something?
Yeah, they hit him in the face
We
with
said
the gun.
that part. And then 10 seconds later, a shot rang out. I turned and I saw Nicole on her back on the street. And that was pretty much it. She
I like
died
how
on the
we
street.
read news.
And what's
We're not getting jobs at CBS. And then what? He hit the guy in the head? What, Ben? Who? What did he do? And then the guy said, no, the girl said it. What? Oh, and then Ben comes over. Didn't he hit the guy in the face? Yeah, we said that already.
And then Eric will walk in and go, "Hey, you guys going to get to the story of the actress getting shot?"
Back to you.
We are the worst, but that's why you guys listen to us, man.
This is the sad story. Now they're going to do a movie, and he's going to play he wasn't even an actor.
Yeah.
She was her whole life trying to, get a gig, and all of a sudden...
And he'll wind up getting a gig.
He'll get a
because
gig
of
or
this.
sell the story, to it. And the thing is,
That's
why there's
awful.
such reverse discrimination in this country, those weren't 4 white guys that shot her down there. But if it was the other way around, if 4 white guys shot a minority, it would be all over the paper. White people shoot you know what I mean?
It is all over the paper.
Yeah,
But but it says, what does it say? It says...
It's on the front page of the
Oh,
post.
boss, it's on the front page of every New York newspaper.
Well, it has nothing to do about race. Right.
Yeah, but if it was the other way around, it would be race involved. It would be
Right.
white people. I don't know.
I
Maybe
I have no idea what is going through a person's head when they can just unload on an unarmed woman in the street like that. Over, they wound up stealing a couple of credit cards and some stuff out of her purse. She's laying there dying. They're rifling through her purse, dumping stuff on the street and grabbing stuff. Animal. There is no redeeming value in these people. There's no reason they should ever be kept alive. It's disgusting. And the fact is, when they do catch these people, there's some scumbag lawyer will come out and say how it was horrible, how they were raised, and the poverty and the abuse that they must have suffered, and that's why they did it. If society would help these people, it wouldn't. Blah, blah, blah. Please, you gotta just kill these people.
Yeah.
They will never amount to anything. They're murderers, rapists, and thieves that need to just be wiped out.
Well, Anthony, it costs less money to just throw them in jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good.
Who cares?
Who cares?
They don't have a right to live at that point, but...
Yeah, but you know what? I've been harassed down that area. There's a lot of great restaurants, and then you go a block, and it's just crappy.
It's because they want to be so trendy. Look where we're putting a restaurant. Yeah. Look where our bar is. We found this diamond in the rough here. Ooh, I'm so hip. I know about these cool places to go. You know something? Screw it. I'll go to TGI Fridays in Times Square. That's where I'm going, Pally. I know it's safe.
Oh, you think?
The worst that's going to happen is memorabilia is going to fall off the wall and hit you. A trumpet hit me.
A canoe oar fell on my table, and my nachos flew into my face. Some waitress's flare fell off, and the pin on the button hit my hand.
Very funny, but, they've been having stories about Times Square, too, that there's a lot of gang violence in Times Square.
Gangs in Times Square?
I swear to you, yes.
Well, there was that place, Barcode. It closed. There was that video game bar, and there were guys getting shot in there all the time.
Dude,
wow.
Yeah.
It's still a pretty serious problem. All these tourists have no idea that there's all sorts of turf wars going on as they're shopping for their trinkets. I'm serious.
Then it's the not safety and numbers thing. Because it's bigger. There's so many people around. The odds that you're going to be the gazelle that gets its throat ripped out a little slim, as if you're the only one by the watering hole.
Right. Yeah, you're right. That is the difference. Yeah. When you're in Times Square, you're safe because it's
you're in a
safe
pack.
in numbers, as they say. Sure.
Have you ever gone into one of those electronic stores in there and you just say you want like a little mini disc recorder or something? They're like $100 or so. They're like $1,200 there because they think you're from France and you're going to spend all your money.
If you buy anything in a New York City electronics store, you're out of your mind.
Oh, look, it comes with 3 shirts.
And they have these huge window displays with they'll have a computer in the display and it'll be like $10.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, and that gets you in there. And then, yes, my friend, what do you buy, my friend? Yes, my friend, what do you want? iPod? We have iPod, my friend. $12,000 iPod. No, cheapest price around, $12,000. What the? What?
But then you'll argue like you'll be a stupid tourist and go, $12,000. Oh, no, I'll pay $6,000.
I'll get $6,000 just for you, my friend. Boy, you should have taken me.
Because I've seen those guys work. It's like, you idiot. It's still way overpriced.
The second you get interested in an item, they're like, Habib, ring this up. Come here, my friend. Come here. You want to buy the guarantee for another $500? Very good, my friend. And you're rung up. They put the bag in your hand, take the money out of your pocket. You walk out like you were raped. You're like, what the? What happened?
They're throwing confetti.
Officer, I was forced into a purchase. He made me buy it.
They took my kid.
My friend.
My friend.
Oh, the worst. Right. Stuff that you could get at the Wiz for like $5. Yes, $150. What? It's a jack for headphones.
I know. You got to get batteries on a payment plan.
They are the worst.
They are. It's why you go into those
stores.
That?
Dude, remember when we tried to get the binoculars?
Binoculars.
So we could spy on the apartment buildings when they put us up in a hotel for about a month and a half.
When we first got here, we
didn't
have places to live and stuff, so they put us up in a hotel, and we had overlooking the whole city, and we noticed there were a lot of windows. So we were peeking and kind of seeing things going on, women naked, walking around and stuff, and we figured if we had binoculars, this would really rock. So we go to one of these stores that sell like cameras, binoculars, optics, and
that's where you got the whole bit from. Because I remember the guys like it was a real cheap pair of binoculars. And
very good optics, my friend.
Wanted
all of a
literally
sudden, not just binoculars.
Right. Yeah.
Fine optics, my friend.
He wanted like $200 for him, and it was obvious that there's no way. And just like we just said, I think we said, "Hey, man, no, we won't pay more than 70." And I'm like, 70. Gave it to us and whatever. And then we're looking at this thing going,
this
you got
cheap piece of crap.
This is like a $10 freaking item.
It's a monocle.
And we walked out feeling like, yeah, we showed him.
It still had caramel coated popcorn stuck to it where he pulled it out of the Cracker Jack box. This cheap piece of crap that we paid like $70
whatever.
For.
Yeah, I mean we obviously overpaid.
Guys, my friend.
How creepy is that? You're up in your window with binoculars looking, and then you see somebody else with binoculars, and you're going, "Look at that creep! Look at that freak!"
You know, I felt creepy the first time I did that from this hotel window until we got the binoculars, and then you're looking into all these apartments, and you're seeing telescope after telescope after telescope after telescope.
People love it.
I'm like, okay, I'm not the only like perv out there.
And to tell you the truth, we didn't see much. The one thing we did see.
Oh, that's legendary. We talk about it all the time.
Where we're looking, and without the binoculars, you see forms and think, you almost fantasize in your head what it is. You just see this human form moving, and it was a woman in a nightgown in the kitchen area of her house. And that was the reason we went out and got the binoculars.
Right.
Because it was like, we got to get a better look at this chick.
It wasn't a nightgown, though.
It was, that's what we saw from
That's
a
what
distance.
you thought, okay.
Yeah, from a distance. We get the binoculars, come back, and when we took a look, it's like, oh, my God. It was 70 years old, would you say?
Know. She was up there.
A 70-year-old woman in her, like,
one-piece
bathing suit.
Because it was like August, July, whatever. It was really hot.
Yeah, so she wore her big one-piece with this old woman bunt hanging out and everything. These droopy boobs just like in this one piece. And she was in her kitchen stirring her sauce on her stove.
And she did this
and we're sitting there.
She does every night.
And we're idiots. So after a couple of days, we're just, all right, get the binoculars again. We'll look. And then we're just going, yeah, you stir that sauce, you dirty bitch. Yeah, Grandma.
I forgot that part.
You stir it. I got a cream sauce here if you want it, you filthy whore, old bitch. Stir that sauce. Look at the way she's grabbing that spoon with two hands. Come on, put your mouth over the spoon, Granny.
I made out with her in South Beach.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, you did.
Well, that's why that's why reality shows are so big, because we're so nosy. We care about everybody else's lives.
That's right.
It goes from binoculars to telescopes to looking in. Look what this. That's what it's about.
We want to see being a voyeur.
You either want to see smut. Here's what people want to see all the time. You want to see smut, which is naked women or something, or you want to see people that are in worse position than you are. So you can look at them and go, look at this ass, and feel a little better about yourself.